Hi. Everything's working? Everything's good? What's going on, people? It is Friday, and I streamed every day this week, basically, except for Monday, Tuesday, to Thursday, and it felt weird tonight not streaming. So I got some free time right now. I'm gonna play a game I have been playing this whole week. Really digging Concord. It's out today. Early access was Tuesday, so I've been playing since Tuesday. Super fun. It's a 5v5 PvP shooter. It's people are comparing it to Overwatch, but it actually is. It's more like Halo with hero abilities. But I'll play a bit of this. We can chat about whatever, chat about the DNC, chat about I don't care, food, video games, whatever you want. Do I want to invite to Deadlock? I have an invite to Deadlock. It's first of all, it's not working properly on Steam Deck, which is weird for a Valve game. Also, the reason I like Concord is because it's more of a shooter. Deadlock's more of a MOBA, and it's not exactly what I want to play right now. Yes, Time Splitters 2 hit the... if we got some time later, maybe I'll jump into a Time Splitters 2 single-player mode. Because they don't add online, unfortunately, to these classic games the way that Nintendo does. I'd like to play some Time Splitters 2 online. That'd be cool. But they don't do that. But maybe some Time Splitters 2 later. I have so many memories with Time Splitters. Actually, man, back when I first was on the internet. Is chat on screen? Oh, that's going to be annoying. I might turn that off. Back when I was on the internet the first time doing video game stuff, the first game reviews I wrote, I was in, I think, the 10th grade. I wrote a review for 3 PS2 games, and Time Splitters, I think, was the first one. So the first game review I ever wrote was Time Splitters. I went back to read it. It is so bad. My writing is just, it's embarrassing. It's terrible. But it was my first review, in grade 10, so whatever. But Time Splitters, it's, in case you don't, I'm not going to play this right now. I'm going to play Concord. But Time Splitters, some of the devs that worked on GoldenEye and Perfect Dark went on to went on to form Free Radical, which went on to develop Time Splitters and Time Splitters 2. And they were apparently making a new Time Splitters, and it got canceled. I think the team was purchased. It was one of these conglomerates. I forget which one now because there's all these companies are doing this shit. But the team was bought, and then they basically shuttered the project, which was insane. But that's the modern day games industry. Speaking of which, the modern day games industry, Concord's been getting a lot of shit. A lot of, this is part of the reason why. There is some feedback here. This is part of the reason why I wanted to stream it, is because this game was a fucking blast, and it's not getting a fair shake. Because for 2 reasons. The initial CG trailer, I don't think they announced the game properly. They should have announced the game with the gameplay. This is a multiplayer shooter. It's not a story-driven game, but they announced it with a CG story trailer. It was just the wrong way to announce the game. And some people were turned off by its Marvel-like qualities. But then it became one of these games where the anti-woke crowd latched onto it because there's pronouns in the game, and there's a trans character and a diverse cast, and they're all freaking the fuck out, grabbing their Phaeton couches because they can't believe it. So that just made it even worse. Those fucking losers. And so because of that, the YouTube algorithm for gaming especially, it benefits people who are incredibly negative. That's how, Angry Video Game Nerd got so popular, because this shit prioritizes people who hate everything. So every year there's 1 or 2 games where the entire internet just piles on, justified or not, and YouTubers make a shit ton of money just talking about the same game that they haven't even played, but they hate it over and over again forever, and it's so fucking stupid. But earlier this year, it was Suicide Squad, which I haven't played, so I'm not going to shit on it. But I do reading about it, I understand those criticisms a little more than Concord. Concord actually, for me, stands out as I'm someone that I've played like every shooter imaginable. This game stands out to me because it blends a variety of elements, like like a it's more of like a Halo mixed with an Overwatch, mixed with, I don't know. There are a variety of elements that are done well here. That what stands out for me really is the moment to moment gunplay. Like the fact that this leans more shooter than MOBA, I think is what I'm getting out of it. And ever since I stopped playing Overwatch, like Overwatch 1 I was super into, Overwatch 2 and free to play, I did not enjoy it. I've been there's been like an empty, there's been a void in my free gaming time where I tend to jump from like JRPG to JRPG, and I haven't really latched onto a multiplayer game for a while. But this came out, hit beta. I love the beta. Then I pre-ordered it, and here we are. Let me check the chat. Longbow Gaming says, "Is this game political?" No, it's not. But people think, pronouns are political. So if you think that's political, then sure. But it's not political. What politics does that lady have? I have no idea. The Mute says Future Perfect is the best Time Splitters game. I remember enjoying that too, but my nostalgia is for the first and second one. But it's funny because I don't remember a lot about Future Perfect. Scooch asks, do you think Kamala's DNC speech will negatively affect her with the base? I think it has. Definitely. Watching that live, I mean, you can go back and watch her live stream. I thought it was a solid speech. It wasn't blowing me away, but it was a solid speech until she got to the foreign policy. And, like, did she have to say, we're going to have the most lethal military? Like, what? And then she gets to the part about Israel and the discredited reports about sexual violence, and it's just like, oh my fucking God. Like, her part about Gaza was definitely better and more than what Joe Biden has done. But that's a goddamn low bar. And it was just, it had to come after all of this fucking garbage, this hawkish shit about, Iran, China. It was like, what the, like, it felt like that moment. I'm not sure if any of you here are old enough, or you probably all are, but I don't think, I'm not sure how young my audience tends to be, but I think we're all around the same age generally, and maybe a little older. But if any of you watched the show 24 back in the day, I feel like that show now would not hold up, but back when 24 was good, like the first 4 or 5 seasons, there is President Logan. I think it was season 5. It was season 4 or 5. President Logan ends up being the bad guy. Like, you don't know the whole time. He just seems like a bumbling idiot. And then there's like an episode where it's like the reveal, where it's like he's the one behind all it, and you're like, oh my God. I got that feeling watching the speech. Now, I don't want to be overly dramatic here. Kamala Harris is not Donald Trump. Obviously, she is a hell of a lot better in almost every way possible. No, in every way possible, including on foreign policy. But it was just that moment where, like, you thought this person could be more than what we are used to seeing. And in some ways, she could be. But at least in this speech, again, this speech may just be messaging. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be exactly what she does. She may get in there and act differently. But in terms of this speech, like, that heel turn at the foreign policy section was like, I don't want to say shocking, because it shouldn't be shocking, but it was just like, wow, like, you really had to go there. It was going so well. You really had to go there with this fucking speech, but whatever. You can't expect these people to do the right thing all the time. And they're not going to. And this is why politics is always about outside pressure, or I should say progress is always about outside pressure. You can't just expect the person in there to do the right thing. All right. I'm going to play Probably a few matches. I don't know. Be here for like an hour. I don't want to overstay my welcome here, but I do want to chat if I can. It's going to be... Maybe I should play... You know what? I'll play respawn mode. That way, if I die, I can check out chat as I'm dead. Though I gotta say, I've sort of been avoiding the no respawn mode. But, we'll see. So this game came out today. It may take longer to find a match in no respawn, because I know people typically just avoid this. But on top of that, you have to be a certain rank to even match make in this mode. But let me read chat here. YouTube commentator, which I still don't know how you have that name on YouTube, says, have you ever seen the Phil Hartman Ronald Reagan SNL sketch where he's smiling for photo ops and then in private is trying to take over the world? It reminded me of that. I didn't see that, but that I could understand that. Medicine says it was annoying, not shocking. Yeah, it's not that it was shocking that she would do that at some point. It's just that in that speech, because the speech was so positive and joyful and forward-thinking and happy, and then it's like, we will have the most lethal military. It's like, holy fuck, what? We will not let Iran destroy the world. We're gonna beat China. Like, oh my God, chill, relax. We will help Israel defend itself. Like, oh my God. All right. It's pretty much all you do already, so must you continue? Piano Block says, FYI, I'm full on unsubscribing since you're shifting to gaming content. Good luck, though. Bye. Like, you don't have to watch this. Goodbye. I don't want you in my audience. You can leave if you're that fucking weird. All right, this is not working out. I just want to play a match. The word lethal was actually insane. My whole mood changed. Yeah, it was just bizarre. You could say, hey, I'm going to have a strong military, to be like, the most lethal military. It's just like psychotic. Absolutely psychotic. Oh, wait, my volume is all the way down, I think. Oh, no, it's not. How's the game? I don't want to... I'm looking at a soundboard here to see if the game isn't too loud. But not too low either. Garbage game. I like people that haven't played the game. Like, oh, this game sucks, because that's what I heard from people telling me. No, this game is fucking awesome. The problem is it's gonna have a hard time getting people to try it because it is $40. But I've been loving it, and I'm super into, or was super into Overwatch. I love me some Halo. Call of Duty I fell off, but the new one looks really good. I like what they're adding to the way you like the movement, you know, all the sliding, and it seems like they're actually finally evolving Call of Duty in a way that they haven't for a while. So I'm looking forward to that. Is there no volume on this? Oh, I think I know what the problem is. All right. How am I gonna do this? I have no audio for, like, I have no audio. Wait, let's see if. Okay. Never mind. I have audio now. All right, so each character in this game has different abilities. This Haymar here has this crossbow. Shoots these fireballs. And she also floats. It's negative press that YouTubers gave the game that will hurt it. Yeah, it's just people are incentivized to hate shit. It's bizarre. I mean, it's not bizarre. It's the algorithm. So, oh shit, I'm gonna ask it. So that's Itzy. Itzy I really like because you can teleport around. And she's got a Uzi, super quick. Spurlock says every new Sony IP or reboot disappoints me, knowing that it's been over 10 years since we had a good SOCOM game. You're speaking my language. That said, that doesn't mean you should ignore new IPs that are fantastic. But no, they gotta bring back SOCOM. But then again, if they did, it's not going to be what SOCOM 1 and 2 were, so why would I care? You know what I mean? Like, I don't... If you're going to just... Why am I getting echo? Okay, I got to figure out the audio situation here. Weird. Okay. Is your audio... Let me know if the audio is bad, because I think there is an issue with the way I'm currently outputting the audio. I will turn down the game audio if it's messy, because right now I think it is. I'll fix this after. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, SOCOM. They should absolutely make a new SOCOM, but the issue is the audience that wants a new SOCOM are the people that like the old ones, and I don't think anyone new is going to really care. Not to mention, SOCOM is a license, and there's been some shitty stories that have come out about the Navy SEALs in recent years, and they may just not want to revisit that license. Static audio, yeah, okay. So I will turn that down. After this game, I'll fix it. That guy just give up? All right. That was interesting. It's probably bitrate's not syncing up. Yeah, it's just so I was trying to figure out a way where I could, because for some reason, I don't know why the PS5 can't do this. You can't output you can't output to a wireless headset and your speakers at the same time. Because I wanted to wear a headset, so I was trying to figure a way to work around that. And so it's the audio is outputting through the USB into my soundboard in a way that is, for some reason, after a couple minutes, the audio messes up. But I can fix it after. This game actually looks cool. Yeah, because it is. That's why I've played it for 10 hours since Tuesday. And played 10 hours of the beta. God damn. So another interesting element of this is, look at the crew bonuses there on the left. Different characters. It basically encourages you to play different characters because each character, or should there's 6 different crew bonuses, so there's like 2 for each, or 2 or more for each. But it encourages you to switch around characters as opposed to just maining one character, which I think is a great idea because I'm someone who likes to play different characters anyways, and this kind of gives me even more of an incentive to play the game in different ways. Another massive benefit, as somebody who played a lot of Overwatch, you don't need to have a healer on your team. Like, this guy's a healer, but you don't need him to win. And there are persistent elements that I have not been using. Like, let me show you. I can throw down a healing pad right here. Relast is fine. But if I die, that healing pad will still stay there for the whole game unless the other team destroys it. So you could be the healer, throw a healing pad down, switch to a different character. That healing pad's still going to be there, but you could put it in like strategic areas for, say, this, objective-based mode around capture points and help your team out that way. All right. I'm going to go fix this audio. I mean, not go anywhere. I'm going to go into the settings, fix this audio, and things should be better. I think I can do it from here. There we go. There we go. All right. Now I can hear. Oh, chat's still on screen. Is the chat annoying, or is that fine where it is? Because I could take that off the screen. I forgot that was even there. All right, back to the game. OPD box. David not playing a JRPG, cry face. Well, I may not be playing one, but there's always one near me. I always got one nearby, just in case of emergencies. So I still got to finish Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. It's really good. I fell off it when SMT5 Vengeance came out. And then I got to the final boss in that game, and I need to level up more because I can't beat him. All right. This audio looks like it's too low. Maybe not. Let me know how the game audio is. Is this free to play? No, it is not. It's $40. 40 American. But one of the massive benefits, like, again, I'm old school, right? I'm an old man. I prefer a game that isn't smacking me in the face with microtransactions, like when I log in. Like, buy this, buy this, buy this. Sign up for this battle pass. There's no battle pass. The battle pass is within the game. Like, you unlock stuff as you play. There will be a microtransaction store added, I think in October or something. But, you're not going to log in and it's going to be smacking you in the face with shit. Like that, for me, that's what ruined Overwatch 2. At least part of what ruined Overwatch 2 was I enjoyed Overwatch 1 was $40. I bought it. Fantastic game. Loved it. And then Overwatch 2 came out, went free to play, and it's just... and then you have a game like Call of Duty, which you do pay for, and it also smacks you in the face with a bunch of shit for you to buy, which is just, the worst of both situations. Valkyria Chronicles. Yes. I never beat it though. Yes, I have played Valkyria Chronicles. See, she has a thing where she can blind you. I got a shield here. I can also armor up my guys. I would like to find health though, because I'm gonna die. Why are people calling this game woke? Because there's pronouns and there's a trans character and they're fucked in the head. That's why. People are fucked in the head. And there's like one white guy in the game. Probably also why incels are angry. Oh my god. All right. Who haven't I been? So I'm not good at the sniper. Her name's Vale, but I've also barely tried her.
Rival crews catching up. Take the zone. Placing a trip line. We've got a new signal zone. We have control of the zone. Hold
Need
steady.
some health. Where's the health? There it is.
Falling back to heal. Rival crew has control of the signal zone.
No.
Final. Two battle.
Identified a new signal zone.
The audio sounds good now, by the way. Good.
Signal's on the move.
Shit. So he has a massive stomp that I was too late to use there.
Getting a lock on the signal. Hold the zone.
See him again. Someone asked if Armored Core, Armored Core 6 was woke. That game kicked my ass. I finally beat. There's like a. There's an early boss in the game that's really hard. And after like, 25 tries, I beat him. And then I thought, all right, now the game's going to get more accessible and I can beat this game. And then the next level was like, destroyed me. And I stopped playing. I'm like, I would like this. I love the atmosphere, the aesthetic, the whole vibe of Armored Core 6. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. I'm just too shitty at it.
Rivals have control of the zone. Take it back.
Invigorating.
New signal zone on
And the issue is that I like playing a lot of different games. Like I enjoy variety in my life and everything. Food, games, TV. That I can't just stick with Armored Core for like, 3 months to beat it. What game isn't woke these days? Black Myth Wukong, apparently, because there's like sexual abuse allegations at their studio. So that game is cool. You should play that game because of that. Like there's like no women in that game apparently. So just like that game apparently that's one of the big incel games right now is Black Myth Wukong. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I've heard it's good, but they're all rallying around it.
Someone heal me? We've got a new signal zone.
Why can't you keep your weapon steady? I'm playing a controller. I'm not sure if that means anything,
Get the
but
rifle off that
it
zone.
may look different if you're playing mouse and keyboard.
The rival crew beat us this time. That should have been ours. Ah, they were sneaky.
Kristen asks, have you ever played Fable? Yes. Fable 1, and I think I played 2. Those were fun back in the day. The new one seems interesting. I just don't know what the game is yet. Ah, yes. Jeff says my favorite game of the last few years was Horizon Forbidden West, and they hated that shit. Yeah, it's so. I don't understand how people can spend their time hating something, like hating a product, like a video game or a movie or a TV show. How, like, don't you got shit to do? Like, you can spend your time online hating something. It's so weird. If you don't like it, fine. But like, to spend your free time making posts about something you don't like over and over again is very bizarre behavior. I can't imagine wasting that much time. This crash for the first time ever. I haven't. I've experienced like the server freezing, but not the game crashing, and it may have just crashed. Yeah, I found Starfield very boring. Oh, there it is. Oh, I think I was joining. Oh, I thought maybe I was joining a game already in progress.
Why not?
What was I gonna say? Yeah, I couldn't get into Starfield.
This one's for bragging rights. Show 'em what we got.
Ready to take care of business? Come on, let's go!
It's definitely better to roll with your crew, because especially if you're someone like me, Itzy, who's pretty weak, she'll get destroyed.
Need healing! Help your girl out!
Shit.
Me and my crew.
We're falling behind. Take them out.
Jonathan, we gonna get more of that game podcast with Tabernacle? Yeah, we'll do another episode. I just need to be busy this week because I've been doing the DNC live streams.
I really need some backup. Best medtech on the market. Just patching myself up. Targeting the medic. Rude. Healing up. Give me a sec. They're all over me. Feeling strong. I really need some backup.
She's killed me every time so far.
Okay, this is bad. Backup. Rush. Healing pad right here. Hang on, gotta heal.
Withdrawing to here.
Gotta heal up.
Gotta heal. Hang on.
Dome's on the move. Grenade! They're targeting the medic. Rude.
Gotta heal back.
Yes, this is day 5 of the DNC.
They know my location.
Pretty much.
Over me.
It just felt weird not streaming again. 4 days in a row. Why not keep working?
I really need some backup. Hey, this is going great.
Man, if Hamar survived that, I'd have been pissed.
On my mark.
Look at that. MedX, thank you for the $10 super chat. Very generous. David, heard you mention the game on the stream this week. Thanks for pointing me to it. Been playing most of the day and really enjoying it so far. Have a beer on me. Awesome. I will definitely have a beer on you. Thank you.
Enemies onto me.
I just feel like there hasn't been a whole lot of marketing. Then again, like marketing nowadays is not the same as it used to be. A lot of gaming is just word of mouth.
Going to smoke screen. I'm hurt.
Shit. Shit.
About to win this.
Megan, thank you for your super chat. Thank you for being our favorite political channel and taking the time to stream this week. Glad to watch your stream. Glad to watch you stream something for your for joy too. You're my first super chat ever. Definitely worth it. Megan, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
They got us this time.
And I'm glad you didn't unsubscribe because I'm playing a video game, like some people in here. One person, apparently. Can you imagine being that? Anyways, whatever. It's just like the reason why it bothers me is because like I can't just be myself sometimes. I can't just have a good time without people being like, I can't believe you're not doing politics for a day. Like, yeah. If I every day I had to do politics every fucking day, I would kill. Oh, I shouldn't say that on stream. I would not enjoy life if every day was just all serious all the time. Like, I want to have fun sometimes and maybe bring some other people in if that's okay. Let's see how I did there. Not bad. So wait, I got 5 kills in a row, but then 4 deaths. That means there's only one time, one life where I killed 5 people and then I just kept dying. Did they not see playing Concord in the title? Yeah, some people are bizarre. I made sure so people understand what I'm doing. The game is called Concord. It's in the title. In the title of the video. Do you play Switch games as well? I do. Been playing this beauty Metroid Prime Remaster. Actually, I was playing that. I'm halfway through it, and then this came out. But this week, and I want to see if I can put a few more hours into Metroid Prime before I forget how to play it. It's a game where I played the original when it came out on GameCube. Still got my copy. And I never beat it. And then I tried it. There was like a mod to like up-res the Wii U version on Steam Deck. So I got like, I don't know, 5 hours into that. And then the remaster was announced. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to keep playing this when the remaster's coming. So then I stopped playing that. Got the remaster, but never actually played it until recently.
Hold as many zones as you can.
Eddie says, had a good laugh when you told the haters to F off out of the chat during your DNC streams. I appreciated that. Oh, yeah, the what was it? It just, the chat got really bizarre. Like, people just, like, coming in just to, like, shit talk the entire time. Again, this goes to, I don't understand how people, I guess, I don't know, you must have a miserable life if, like, you find enjoyment in discussing things you hate all the time. Like, that sounds very unenjoyable to me, but I don't know, maybe if you hate your life, you feel better spending your time hating on things, I guess. I don't know. Seems bizarre. Like, I would never, I fucking hate Donald Trump. Why would I go into the someone's like RNC chat and start spamming? It's just weird behavior.
Captured zone C. We're holding 2 zones.
On my mark.
Metroid Prime is goated, 100%, even though I haven't beat it. But I don't know. I'm not even sure why I keep falling off of it. Because every time I play it, I'm like, this game is awesome, amazing. And then it's probably something else comes out and I just get sidetracked.
Capture zone B.
Ah, no. I had my finger on the freaking touchpad. In this game, you can use the touchpad to, I'm not sure what it is on PC, but you can use the touchpad to say where you're going. So you don't even need to be on voice chat to be like, hey, I'm going here. Just to let people know.
Don't let them capture another
This
zone.
way.
No, not there.
I'm going to zone B.
Like that. So this guy that I'm now, this character, Teo, he's like the Call of Duty guy. So if you're not super into, you know, hero shooters or whatever, you could just play Teo and it's like playing Call of Duty. He's just got this assault rifle, a grenade, smoke grenade. And he's pretty good. Unless you face someone like that who's better.
Rival crew took zone C.
Which character is trans? Baz.
We took zone B. 2 zones are ours.
And then there's some non-binary characters. But
I'll take that.
oh shit.
Enemy captured zone A.
Dragon says, I'm very excited for Space Marine 2. Me too. Space Marine 2 looks amazing. I actually kind of worked on that game. Not really. I don't want to claim I worked on that game. But I worked on the PC side of the marketing on that game for the hardware partner,
Got that settled.
which was AMD.
We're grouping up.
The first one I'm talking about. Which I think was like, what, 10 years ago that came out?
We captured Zone A. That's 2 zones under our control.
I like this character a lot too. Roka. She can float.
We're controlling
And then you can
all
pound.
zones.
Ground pound. Like that. And then if you use it up too early and no one's there, then you can't do anything, you die.
Ah, nice work.
Do I have a Wii U and or play Bayonetta 2? Wii U is maybe the only console I haven't purchased. I should say Nintendo console I haven't purchased.
This right here. Best crew
Except for, well, that and Virtual Boy. But no. I played Bayonetta 1. I liked it. I'm not a super heavy action, like I'm not super heavy into action games. I prefer exploration, like games that offer me a little exploration with my action. Bayonetta is just like straight up action game. So normally you can re-queue, but it's not letting me do it right now. So I gotta back out. Sheep says, I'm currently 3 hours into 4 different games. That's kind of how I operate. It's not healthy. Because I end up falling off stuff. Like well, what is it that I'm also playing? Octopath Traveler 2, which I was really enjoying. Really enjoying. And then, I don't know, started playing something else. I got a big backlog. And I want to get back to that, though. Marvel Rivals is an Overwatch clone. I don't want to play Overwatch. I want to play more of a shooter. This game's more of a shooter.
All right.
How are you with Smash? I like Smash. I played a lot of Melee with my cousins. We had like an ongoing tournament for years.
3 zones on the map. I need
That's a game where it's so much better as a couch
Got it?
competitive game. I never really got into like playing Smash Online. It just isn't. It's not quite the same.
No way they're ready for us.
We captured Zone C. Get control of another zone. Don't let them capture another zone. We took Zone B. 2 zones are ours.
So let's take this one too.
Gotta fall back for some healing.
Enemy captured Zone B. We took Zone A. We captured Zone B. Enemy captured Zone A. Don't let them capture another zone. We're leaving them in the
Yeah, as Medic says, Concord's closer to like a Destiny. I didn't play a lot of Destiny, but played a lot of Halo. Similar or same devs for the most part. You know, apart from the newer games.
took Zone C.
But
Captured Zone A.
yeah, this reminds me more of like a Halo with hero abilities. But it fills the gap that Overwatch for me left, because I did like Overwatch.
Heads up.
That was big. Though this does, I think this could use a payload mode. It'd be good. The maps are, I think, designed for it. Shit. So this guy has a, you have health. That's the L1. I always forget to use it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
We took Zone C. We're controlling all zones.
Floaty knife! Placing an air barrier.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3, eh?
Rival crew took Zone B. They got
Do I have that? I have it. But I never played 1 and 2, and I felt so I started 3 and didn't know what the hell was going on, and felt like, you know what, I probably shouldn't play this until I know what happened in 1 and 2. Those games are so long, I'll probably just watch like a YouTube video on it.
Breaking the laws of physics.
enemy capture controlling.
Damn, we had all 3 zones, now we got 0.
We took Zone B. Get control of another zone.
Zone C.
Shit. That's why you only play one game at a time and then drop the game you are currently playing when you lose interest starting a new game. Sure, I could do that. If I did that, I would miss out on so many games. I don't think you need to beat every game you play. Like, just stop playing it when you stop enjoying it.
We took Zone A.
Octopath 2, I
Zones under our
stopped
control.
playing that when I was still enjoying it, which was dumb. But there are games where it's just like, you know what? Sure, there's a story here. I'm liking this game, but I kind of got my fill. I kind of feel that way about Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I do want to know where the story goes, and that's kind of what's pulling me along, but I feel like I kind of got what I wanted out of that game. Like 45 hours in. It's a lot. RPG should be shorter. Like Persona 5, I love Persona 5. That game took me 105 hours. I would like Persona 5 more if it was 50 hours. That game doesn't need to be 100 hours.
Enemy captured zone. They're holding.
Then again, I can see the argument, because it's, you know, in that time you're building out the characters. You are
Rival crew took. They have all
you have a lot of time to add depth
control of another zone.
to whether it's the plot or the characters, and the way Persona's structured. It's like it's based on dungeons, so you'd have to cut out like half the dungeons to shorten the game. Oh my god. I should have floated in the air and ground pounded.
Zone B. Get control of another zone.
Okay.
Come on, let's.
I like Itsy. You got a Virtual Boy for Christmas and it broke 2 days later? Damn. That was such, like, I'm glad Nintendo does weird stuff, but that was a very bizarre turn for Nintendo.
Captured zone A. Two
Just to
zones are
release
ours.
this, like, console where you have to stick your face into it, and it's just red, and it's 3D, but it's weird. Just a very, like, I'm glad they exist as a company, because not many would take a risk like that. That's right.
Nice
We
work.
win.
This right here, best crew in the galaxy. No contest.
Right now you're playing Baldur's Gate 3. Visions of Man is about to come out. Rogue Trader or Space Marine. I think I only have Metroid. I mean, I guess, if you include games I stopped playing months ago, then the list is much longer. But Metroid Prime Remaster, Concord, pretty much what I've been playing recently. So I've been pretty good just playing 2 games. Annie asks, how are you liking this game? I'm loving it. I have, let's see. Let me go out to the menu here. It says I have 12 hours in the game. So it came out Tuesday for early access. 12 hours on it. Pretty much the only thing I've played since it came out. So I hope people play it. Like, that's the only issue is the barrier, or the people need to play the game, because once they do, I think they'll realize it's fun. The issue is, it's $40. People got to buy it to play it. But it's so weird now that I hate the world we're in, where a multiplayer shooter, if it costs money, it's like a big deal. I love this. I love that the screen is not fucking messed up with a bunch of microtransaction bullshit. That I just got it's 2 buttons to get into a game. 2 buttons. Look at that. Unheard of. That's unheard of. Open up. Go play Fortnite and see what that game does to you when you open up Fortnite. Oh my god. Who needs a coffee when you can just look at the Fortnite main menu? That'll wake you up. It's insane.
Come on, let's go!
Yeah, Helldivers did well as a multiplayer game. I guess maybe the difference there is that it's PvE. But that shouldn't matter. It's still multiplayer only.
Take the rival crew's bounty cards. An old free gunner tradition.
I am going to clean house.
The reason you buy Concord over playing a free-to-play hero shooter is that this is a different game. This doesn't play like any other hero shooter I've played. This is more. It's like it's a mixture of like Halo with heroes.
Take him down.
Like the moments, the gunplay for me, the moment-to-moment gunplay is infinitely better than, say, Overwatch. I couldn't really get into Valorant, but that seems more like a Counter-Strike. Like, as somebody who I love Halo, so as someone who loves Halo, this for me is a good hero shooter to get into.
They're right here.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna mess with that. Ah, sneaky Baz. Sneaky Baz. Like anyone that's like, I don't get why you play this when there's free games out there, because this game is not those games. That's why. It's like saying, why would you play Call of Duty when there's Doom? It's like they're both shooters. They are different games. Why would you play Halo 2 when there's Halo 1? Because they're different games. There's different games. Again, I forgot I have the health. Oh, he's pissed. He's pissed. He meleeed me twice.
Me and my crew.
My spores proliferate. The enemy lurk.
Deploying healing pad. They're all over me. That's a safe zone right here.
Oh no.
Best med tech on the market.
Shit. Probably the worst place to hide. I'm not Duchess too often. I'll be her. So this character's cool. She can build walls, which is really beneficial for
Come to me,
like that.
fools.
Like I can walk through them, but very beneficial for objective-based modes.
Just try to knock me down.
I need to heal.
Why play this game when you could play Minecraft? Exactly. Just like why play a game when you could watch a movie? Why sit down when you can stand? Just a bizarre line of argument generally. Like, why do this different thing when you could do this different thing? Oh, I killed somebody with a sniper. Are you kidding me? Okay, you know what? I like her now. That was pretty cool. Even though this is trophy hunt and I'm not grabbing the trophies.
Healing up. Placing a trip mine.
Oh yeah, she's mines.
I need help here.
See, these characters, there's so much depth to these characters that half the time I forget like half their abilities. So, yeah, the cool thing about her is if you do want to like sit back and snipe somewhere, you can set up mines around you, and then you know, even if they're blown up before somebody hits them, because somebody shot it, at least you know someone's there. That's right. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. That was dumb. That was dumb. I should have thrown mines.
On my mark.
My transplant begins. The rival crew's about to win this.
We are getting destroyed.
We're done.
David gets more likes than Sahil for playing video games.
Yeah, this one
Sahil's been killing it.
at the end.
I saw him streaming. When he got back to streaming, he Sahil's progressive voice. In case no one knows, he was getting some big numbers. Of course, the title is like Kamala Harris, shocking result in latest incredible poll, destroying Donald Trump. You know, several caps throughout the title. If I do caps lock, I try to do one word's got to be caps. You could overdo it, and then just no one's going to trust what's actually stunning. That guy kind of looks like you, Teo. This looks like generic Call of Duty guy. You forgot about Sahil. Oh, he's been posting all week. Actually, a few weeks now, I think, since Harris got back in the race, or not back in the race, since she got in the race. Yeah, the Obama the Hedgehog, great name. Says everyone not wanting to pay $40 is contributing to it not being worth being $40. Exactly, because it needs a player base to have value. It sucks. No way for non-free-to-play games to survive. Free-to-play has kind of messed up the market in many ways. I think it has hurt the ability for new IPs to get some footing. Like it's like a handful of games taking up all the oxygen, and and they're all free to play in terms of, you know, PvP shooters, and it's just super depressing. Like it eliminates the ability for there to be chances taken. Ryan, you don't have to worry about this. Will exist in a year. I can guarantee you why with this one point. Destruction All-Stars still exists. You can still go play Destruction All-Stars. And that game wasn't great. I was hoping that was going to be like a Twisted Metal kind of game, and it's not very good. But you could still play it. This game has an active community. Like, there's an active Discord. I'm on the Discord. People are super into this. At least there's always going to be a hardcore group of people, and I think at some point they probably will put on like PlayStation Plus, or they'll have free weekends to expose it to, you know, a new audience. So there's always going to be an opportunity to grow the base. Okay, I'm not thinking. We are playing control points, and I'm not dropping health pads. No, Ryan, it's not going to go offline in 18 months. There's a 0% chance. Because, again, Destruction All-Stars is not offline. This game is not going offline. Yeah, I need some backup. Deadlock is free. Yes, a free game where it's really easy to get invite. I have the game. Is going to have more players. Ryan, it appears every time I counteract a point you make, you move the goalpost and try to make a new point. You could just not like something, that's fine. You don't have to play this game. I'm enjoying it, and there is an active community. You're also talking about Steam versus PS5 numbers. This game definitely has more sales on PS5. There's crossplay, but most of the matches I'm in are with PS5 players, and we don't know what those numbers are. You know, I'd like to know what they are. I'm curious, but we don't have those. It was like that meme where he just ran in and ran out. Like, up, 4 guys here? Never mind.
Enemy
Oh, now I'm running out.
Targeting the medic.
Ah, there's normally health down here, I guess. Okay, that must be a different mode.
We captured Zone A.
Spores everywhere. Excellent.
Jesus.
My trans
Actually, you know what this reminds me more of? I mean, apart from a bit of Halo, a bit of Destiny, a bit of Overwatch, is Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2 was such a great game. I'm sure people still play it, actually. They definitely do. But I've not played that game in a long time.
We're pulling ahead.
And that was great.
Rival group took. They're holding 2 zones.
Get back. Zone's on the move.
We captured Zone C.
TF2 is a bot problem? Oh, that sucks. Is that person not playing?
Nate, get down.
We took Zone A.
Yes, I did play a lot of Uncharted multiplayer. Great. That was great.
We've almost won this. Rival crew took Zone C. Don't let them capture another zone.
See, I feel like if free-to-play didn't muck up the entire player base,
All scans complete.
we'd have some remasters at the very least of stuff like Uncharted, SOCOM, and a lot of newer high-quality pay-for IP
Stuff we got
that we
to
simply
make
don't
up.
get.
You make me proud.
Ryan, this game's also on PS5. That's largely who I'm playing against. It is crossplay. Actually, there were a few matches I got into where I was playing with PC players, like mostly PC players, but it has largely been PS5 players. I'm gonna reset it because there's supposed to be. I should be able to press square for it to re-queue, and it's not doing it. Let's try again. Speaking of Last of Us multiplayer was also great. It's really unfortunate they canceled the. I guess it was going to be another live service thing, but if they just did a new version of Last of Us multiplayer, that's all we need. All right, I think maybe like 1 or 2 more matches. Probably jump off. Anyone care to talk about politics? It's okay if you don't. We don't have to. But I'm just saying, if you have some comments about the Harris speech or the DNC or your feelings about the world, let me know. Got a copy of the new Metal Gear Solid collection. Have never played 3, so I'm excited to see what it's all about. I have only ever beat Metal Gear Solid 4. I feel like I'm a black sheep because that's the game that's often not talked about too much. But I played one when it came out. And like I was a kid. I didn't get too far into it. I love the atmosphere of it. Like the music, everything. Except for the way it played. And that's kind of been my experience with Kojima generally. I love everything about his games except the way they play. But 4, for whatever reason, I stuck with it. And actually, 5 plays really well. I just only really gave it a chance recently. 5 is really good. Ryan says, paid games also have a bot problem. Ryan, I'm beginning to think that you're a bot. The way that you're just going on and on here. I don't believe you're real. I don't know. It seems you only have one gear.
Come on, let's go!
Yeah, I feel the same way. Is it Med or MedX? Death Stranding, I love the world building. I love the game is beautiful. The music, wonderful. The atmosphere, incredible. And then I'm just walking a lot. And look, I'm sure if I gave it a chance, put like 8 hours into it, at some point I'm sure it would get its hooks into me, because that sounds like what the kind of experience it is. You have to kind of just keep playing it, and then you get it.
You think you can beat us?
But I did not have the patience for that.
Enemy, get him! Shot. Gotta lift him.
Oh shit.
Healing! One sec!
Man, when I'm Baz, I die immediately. This Baz, taking shots. All right.
Hurt bad! Help! Need a sec to heal!
Oh my god. My gun wasn't reloaded. Lawn Gnomes. Hello. Super chat. Just noticed it. I think Harris will bring Katie Porter to DC since she's out in California. Cabinet position predictions. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I hope she, wins the election first. But I haven't thought too hard about it. I guess it's possible.
Gotta heal! Hang on!
It's hard to know. It's hard to know who Harris is yet, because she is, she'll support Medicare for all, then not support it. She'll pick Tim Walz and then talk about how lethal the military is going to be and how we gotta beat China and like it's just like it's all over the place. So I want to see her with actual power, and then then I'll have a better idea of what the hell Kamala Harris is.
I'm going there. Move it.
Wow, look at us go! Don't stop now!
Death Stranding is good politics too. Did not know that. Actually, I think Tabernacle has talked about that. I'm gonna guess he has. Shit. Is this like Valorant? No, Valorant feels more like Counter-Strike to me. This feels more like Halo or Team Fortress with heroes. Who should I be?
Right on.
Oh, what am I doing?
Muffin it here. Enemy here.
Placing a trip mine.
Oh my god. Get me out of here. Have I been Lark yet? On this stream? I don't think I have. Lark's good. So Lark is more of a setup character. You want to plant. So this little creature, I'm not even sure if it's a he or him. Or if anything. But these boost, see that? Look at that. Dexterity up, damage up. And then you can plant one of these things. It's like if I'm in a firefight about to die, I can hit L1 again, and then I will reappear there. Like, let's do that now. I did it and I was too late. If I was quicker, I could have appeared back. Frostpunk 2 stream when it comes out. I don't think that's a game that I guess I could stream that. I put a few hours into Frostpunk 1. I grabbed it on a Steam sale. Super fun. But it's one of those where you just lose hours and hours, and oh my god, I'm dying, and hours, and feel like you didn't make much progress. Not in a bad way, just that it's a big game. Annie, thank you for your super chat. What do you think about the Leafs off season so far? I wish they figured out what to do with Marner. Apart from that, I guess I like it. I don't like that they lost Bertuzzi and haven't really replaced him. But Tanev's a good signing. Their defense is definitely better this year. Look at that trophy. Their defense definitely improved this year. But coaching, they needed to change. So we'll see how Rube does. But I don't know. I don't like getting my hopes up and actually Matthews being the captain is obviously the right decision. But I don't want to get my hopes up just yet. RFK endorsed Trump today, apparently. I did a live stream 2 days ago on that news because that had apparently broke that he was going to do that. Okay. Whatever. I don't know if it's going to have any impact on the race. I don't think it will have much of an impact on the race. People were supporting RFK because he wasn't Trump or, you know, Biden or Harris. Like once Harris got in, a lot of RFK support was lost to Harris. Like the Democratic portion of his support went back to Harris. So you could say, hey, maybe RFK dropping out will go to Trump, but that's, if Trump was replaced with a different Republican, then maybe that RFK vote would go to that new person, but it's still Trump. So, you know, if they didn't like Trump before, why would they like him now? Just because RFK said so. So, I don't know if that's really going to have much of an impact. Another massive thing that I love about this game are the quick matches. It could be like 5 minutes, usually less than 10, I think. At least when it comes to the respawn modes. And that's especially for someone like me who's, you know, a parent. And I got shit to do. Like I don't play when he's awake. I don't play games usually when my kid's awake. But you know, I got shit to do. There's things to clean, errands to run. So jumping in for a quick 5 minutes, it's super hard to find a PvP shooter that's like that. Or really, you know, a lot of multiplayer games, like you got to really invest like 30 minutes in a match, and I don't want to do that. Roka is pretty cool. This character is great if you know how to use her. If you remember to hover and ground pound. Why do you think RFK endorsed Trump and not Kamala? Because he got something out of it. Because Kamala Harris wouldn't answer his calls. Why would Kamala Harris want his endorsement? Like, you don't want his endorsement. She already got the vote that would have gone. That again, she got Biden's vote from RFK when Biden dropped out. So she wouldn't benefit from an endorsement from RFK. She already has that vote. So there's no reason to. If anything, RFK would hurt her. Oh shit. Should have ran. I'm excited for Berube and Matthews as captain. Yes. Cautiously excited. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Immune Fusette. I've seen your name before. I just never know if I'm saying it right. But your thoughts on Harris' campaign asking West to drop in exchange for a cabinet position and to pay his campaign debts. His campaign has been a mess, in my opinion. I don't know if that really happened. That seems like a fanciful story to me. I don't know. I don't really know what West is doing. Like I think Cornel West is a brilliant man. I interviewed him. I talked with him. He's such a kind individual too. Like he's a really nice guy. This campaign doesn't suit him. Like it seems like someone else is running the show. Like it's bizarre.
Sorry, but not really.
Like he complimented Tim Walz. Like you know, you don't often compliment your rivals in a race. Like it seems like, I don't know. I'm not sure what reason he's staying in this race. Again, it was just a message, just to like. He obviously knows he's not going to win. If it's just because he wants to talk to people and push a message out there, then okay, whatever. That's fine. Like, I don't think he's hurting Kamala Harris, really. Like, you could look at the polling. It's not... I have no issue with his actual campaign. It just seems weird that he's running one. Yes, I'm playing with random people. Actually, this game you could definitely solo. I'm sure, you know, it'd be fun with friends, but I do not have many gaming friends. Oh, shit. It's just impossible to keep a schedule. Like when I was younger, I had, you know, there were people I played with, but I can't keep a schedule. Like the idea of me planning anything out, it could be ruined by something happening. By responsibilities. Gotta find some health.
Healing up. Throwing a smoke screen.
Got your safe zone right here.
Nice. Shit. My aim's a little off right now. My eyes are beginning to glaze over. I think this is my last match.
I got you.
But I'll chat a bit, then jump off. Hey Dave, do you still feel the burn? Every day. I wake up feeling the burn. I'm always gonna have a lot of appreciation for Bernie Sanders. I mean, he was a massive reason why I launched the channel. Why I got into politics briefly to begin with.
Hot reload. Cover me. Generator's hot. On me. Reloading. Right here. Generator's running. Stay close.
Look at that. 1 by 2. Awesome. All right. I'll grab some chats and then jump off here. Philip says, I can't afford a Trump victory. I'm a person the Project 2025 people would consider undesirable. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just based on some obvious things, like abortion rights, trans rights. If there's anyone in your life who's a woman or trans, that should be enough of a reason to want to avoid Donald Trump. Like, it's just... It's... Voting is a tool. You're never going to vote. You very rarely have the opportunity to vote for someone who's just like perfect. That doesn't typically happen. So you both want to avoid the worst case scenario and also vote against your adversary. You can put pressure on a Harris presidency. You can't put pressure on Donald Trump. He doesn't care about left-wing movements at all. Like that, there's no pressure there. It wouldn't make news. That he would just crush the protesters and that'd be it. Like, we've actually seen movement with Democrats. Not to mention, think of how far right Trump pulled the spectrum. Like, people thought, oh, you know, if Hillary loses, the party will learn its lesson And they'll elect someone like Elizabeth Warren or Bernie Sanders next time. No, they chose Joe Biden. The party chose Joe Biden. There's no learning lessons here. There's only powers within the party. So you're not learning a lesson. And then what happened? Like that, Trump pulled the spectrum so far right where Biden seemed an acceptable candidate when in 2016 he wouldn't have been. So, luckily it turned out that he was a lot better on labor than anyone expected. But it did not seem like he was going to be a champion of anything at the time. So to want to continue, and look, and now what's the fight after Trump wins? Abortion rights, a fight that was already won, and now you have to refight it, spend effort doing that. Like it doesn't make sense to turn things backwards to have to fight the same battles you already won again. This stuff seems really obvious to me, but I think it is important to lay it out for people because it's not always clear. Yes, I've played Need for Speed Heat. I think I've played every Need for Speed game, pretty much. Hades is great. Thoughts on the finals? I enjoy the finals. I'm kind of sick of the same 3 maps, but I like the destructibility. I actually prefer I forget what the mode is called now, but it's I think it was added later on because I don't remember it from the launch, but it's a platform that moves throughout the whole map and you defend it. I like that mode. All right. It's late. Time to go. Thank you all for showing up for my random Friday night stream. Maybe we'll do this again sometime in the future. I just want to make sure I got all the super chats because I don't want to mistakenly forget somebody. Yes, I did. All right. Thank you all. Good night.